guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here to get spooky and reveal our 13 Days of Horror watch list.
That's right. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time for spooky
We
season.
have carefully curated 13 horror classics to watch during this spooky Halloween season. So,
well, I'm not sure if you can say classics.
I think they're all classics. Actually, I can't for sure say classics because I haven't seen a few of them on the list. But look, before we get into it, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk movies and TV on this channel. We review a lot of new movies, but we're gonna take it back a little bit and review some older horror films with this watch list that we have right here. But hit the subscribe button. Also hit the like button. And then comment down below, maybe you have your own spooky watch list. Let us know what you plan on watching this holiday season. And also let us know what you think of our list as well.
I'm just going to throw this out there too. So we have 13 movies on this list. We're keeping it, spooky. So 13, unlucky 13. Now, we don't plan on reviewing all 13.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of do the ones that we feel like we have, something to say. But as we share this list, maybe comment which ones that you would like to see a review for.
It's a good idea.
Kind of help us out a little bit. So,
But we do plan to, I guess, cover our watch list at the end in a ranking video.
Yep.
That's the plan. So we'll rank them all at the end.
That's right. Yeah.
So hopefully we can get that done and dropped on like actual Halloween day. Like that would be cool.
That would be cool.
If we could actually pull that off.
Little disclaimer too, we have not been able to successfully complete a 13 Days of Horror watch list.
I want to say we did the first one. I think we completed the first one that we tried.
Well, I wasn't saying ever, but like how long ago was that?
3 years.
Okay.
The first one we did in 2021, we did complete. 2022 and 2023, we did not.
We did not. We are hoping to make a comeback. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say for that. But let's get into this list.
All right, you got the list.
So in no particular order, one of our movies is Halloween 3.
Oh, wow. We picked one Halloween film, and you picked the black sheep of the franchise.
Yep, I have never seen it,
yep.
And so I wanted to see it, and I will go ahead and say that we have already watched it.
Yeah.
And we've also watched another one on the list, but yeah. So Halloween 3.
So you said you hadn't seen it, and then you said that you already saw it.
Well, it was new for me, first time watch. But I have, we have already started we had to get an early start, so that we can complete this list.
Yeah, and I think that's one that it's a good one to watch around late September, early October to really get you in the spooky season. It feels very Halloween-y.
Yeah. Okay, moving right along, we have The Blob.
Blob.
Now, not the original one.
No, there is one in the 50s. This is the 1988 film directed by Chuck Russell.
I'm gonna trust you on that one. So and just so happens that this is also one that we have already completed.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. I thought you were gonna say something.
No. The Blob's an all-time classic. It's one I've been watching since I was a kid, and I'll talk more about it when we maybe do a review, possibly.
Yeah, so, okay, moving right along. Number 3, again, in no particular order. The Dark and the Wicked.
The Dark and the Wicked, yeah. This is, I think this was a Shudder film.
Oh, okay.
I think it came out I want to say it came out during the pandemic. It came out in 2020.
Okay.
I bought it on Blu-ray, and I intended for us to watch it, and then we just never did. But a lot of people compared it to Hereditary, said it was just as scary as that. So
interesting. Okay.
Everybody that has watched it has said really good things about it. So I'm excited to watch it.
All right. And I am gonna throw this out here too. Some of these movies were on our previous list that we didn't complete. And so Halloween 3 and I don't know, was The Blob on there last year too?
No, I don't think The Blob was.
So
The Dark
Halloween
and the
3
Wicked was.
and The Dark and the Wicked, they were both on our list last year. So, okay, moving right along. So this is a fun one. We have Idle Hands.
Idle Hands. When's the last time you've seen Idle Hands?
Several years.
Okay.
Long
yeah,
time ago.
I watched it. I think the Blu-ray, the Screen Factory Blu-ray came out in 2020, and I think I watched it then. That was the last time. But that's a fun one. You know, I feel like we kind of put that one in there to kind of lighten the mood, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it is more or less a horror comedy.
Yeah.
So, and I think that'll be a fun one to watch.
I do too.
So.
Yep. Okay, moving right along. So this one was on our list before. ReAnimator.
Ooh, ReAnimator. I cannot wait for you to watch ReAnimator.
Yeah. So I mean, I've seen like a little clip from it, and it's
a wild one.
Yeah, I think it was in that new horror book you got, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there like an image in it of
Yeah.
the head?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't remember what I'm talking about?
No, yeah, the one I got at Barnes & Noble this week. Yeah, I remember.
So I know like a little bit, but yeah, I'm excited to watch that.
There is a head, and it does go places.
Okay.
So we'll just say that.
All right, moving right along here, we've got Prom Night.
Yeah, I've never seen Prom Night.
All right,
So
good.
this will be a first time watch. I have, though, seen the sequel several times. Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. So that one used to be on the video store shelves when I was a kid, but the first one for some reason wasn't.
Oh. All right, and
so
this one, it has Jamie Lee Curtis, right?
Jamie Lee Curtis, yeah, this was fresh off of Halloween. I think she did another horror movie the same year too, Terror Train. So she was doing a lot of genre films in the early part of her career. And this was one of them.
Okay. So. Then we've got Torso. You're not really selling that one for me.
So I'm gonna go ahead and predict right now this will be number 13 on your ranking.
Okay.
I feel like it's a giallo film.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wouldn't Suspiria is an Italian horror film, and this is an Italian horror film, but I wouldn't classify Suspiria as a giallo film. Torso is one of the most gnarly, grotesque giallo films I think there is. Okay. So hopefully you enjoy it.
Well, what better one to, dip my toes in the water, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we've got Dark Night of the Scarecrow.
Yeah, I was surprised because you came to me and wanted to. Well, no, somebody recommended it, right?
Yeah, I'd asked on our YouTube page, for some recommendations. So shout out to our friend Allie. She recommended that one, and I don't know really anything about it, but
yeah, you mentioned it to me, and I'm like, well, I just got the 4K, so that works out perfectly.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dark Knight. Yeah. I'm excited to watch it. I have never seen it either, so don't know too much about it.
Yeah, we did also try to make sure that we either own the physical copy or that we can get it on streaming somewhere for free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then we've got Fade to Black.
Fade to Black. Yeah, this is a Vinegar Syndrome title that I've had for quite some time, and I've heard good things about the movie. It's from 1980. Hopefully it's good. I've never seen it.
Yeah, as I was adding this, I was making the list on Letterboxd, and we've got some old movies on here for sure.
Uh-oh.
But we have sprinkled in some like newer ones. Newer ones.
There's some 2000. There's a sprinkling of 2000s on there.
Very few, but yes. Okay, moving right along, we have The Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys. Well, look, I watched The Lost Boys for the first time like a couple of years ago, so I feel like you should watch The Lost Boys as well.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure why you wanted to watch that
this
again.
was one that, we watched Abigail together with the kids like not too long ago, and it felt like they kind of dug the vampire horror. So I was like, well, we should watch The Lost Boys because I think that's kind of not like totally kid friendly, but our kids are a little bit older, 10 and 14, so I think that they might enjoy it and we could all watch it together. So that's what I was thinking.
All right. Okay, we've got a couple more here, a few more. We've got to sprinkle some of the new in. We've got Final Destination 2.
Yeah.
And it was unintentional to have two Devon Sawa films.
Well, he's not in it.
Oh, he's not?
I don't think so. He might be like maybe in like a flashback or something. But
so
he's
was he
not
only in the first?
Ali Larter is the star of Final Destination 2, who was in the first one as well.
Okay. But he
so
comes back, right?
No, he never
comes back.
I don't think he does. Like, I don't know too much about Final Destination after 3. Like, I've seen 4, I think, but I haven't seen 5. So whether or not he comes back later, I don't know. But he's not the star of the second one. Like, he might be in a flashback or something like that, but he's not the star.
Okay. Well, I for some reason I thought he was in.
Yeah, he's probably in. They probably flashback
more
to
than
him
one.
or something.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big fan of Final Destination. The Final Destination movies, they just always like used to scare me so bad. They just felt so real, and I just.
And I wanted to watch the second one because I think I've only seen the second one once, and it's got a pretty like famous opening with the logs coming off the truck. Like, it's something that you always think about when you see it on the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I always rewatch the third one. The third one's my favorite, and the first one I've seen countless times. So I wanted to rewatch the second one.
Okay, then we've got The Fly.
The Fly, yeah, this is an all-time classic that you need to see as well. This was on our list last year.
Yep.
And I think you'll dig this one.
I do too. Yeah, last year I got to see The Thing for the first time, and I really, really liked it. And so I feel like this has like similar vibes.
I mean, it's got Gina Davis, from Beetlejuice. Yeah. It's got, and I think this is a couple of years before Beetlejuice, and then it's got Jeff Goldblum in it. So, it's a good movie. It's really kind of a romantic movie.
Yeah, I thought you told me that it was actually kind of sad, honestly.
Yeah, kind of sprinkled in extreme body horror and mutations and stuff, but it's great practical effects, and it's
I'm excited for that one. And then the last one on our list, this one was also on our list last year. As we mentioned, we failed our list last year horribly, but to be fair, we had some things happen. So
yeah, we did.
What Lies Beneath?
What Lies Beneath,
That's the last one.
Harrison Ford, Michelle Pfeiffer. I have seen this movie, but it's been probably since it came out. I think it came out in like 2000.
Okay.
But it's a Robert Zemeckis film. Same guy that directed Castaway and Forrest Gump and Back to the Future. So
I mean, it's got to be good, right?
It's his kind of entrance into the horror genre. Well, no, he did Death Becomes Her as well, so he'd already kind of been there.
I love that one. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I remember that one being good, so I'm excited to revisit that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I guess I've only seen 2 of these movies.
Yeah, usually when we do these lists, I just get really excited to like show you the classics and just see what you think about them.
I like for you to be able to see things for the first time too.
You're always like, I want you to be able to see stuff for the first time.
You've seen a lot of movies, so.
I've seen a lot. Really, all I have left in there is like the more obscure stuff, and it's like I want to show you some of the classics, some of the stuff that I know is good, and I know you may have a chance to actually like and enjoy. So,
but yeah, there you have our 13 Days of Horror watch list. Again, we're not going to watch these in any particular order. We're just going to kind of watch them as like whatever we're in the mood for that at that time. Yeah. And like I mentioned, we're not going to review all of them. But, like I said, let us know if you have any that you're like, oh, man, you got to review this one for us. And, yeah, hopefully we, had enough to say about it once we watch it, and we can do that. So
absolutely. Thank you all so much for watching this video.
Yeah.
Hit the subscribe button. Drop us a like. Comment down below your spooky watch list or what you think of our spooky watch list in the comment section below. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.